people's self-determination, right?
Yeah.
Including whether we still want to be part of Nigeria or not. Okay.
Right.
Because something people need to know, everybody from everywhere, right, is that we must know is that when that time comes, okay,
right,
people would have to choose where they want to be. That's why it's called referendum. Okay.
Exactly.
That we don't have Midwesterners pushing for their own independence right now among all the what those people are actually like clamoring for. It doesn't mean that you do not have a say. The smallest group of people in Nigeria, in this today's Nigeria, should have a say. And when that time comes, right, when that time comes, people would have to choose where they want to be. All right? Because when we talk about, I want to say when we talk about, there are those who will tell you that Biafra is comprises of the old Eastern region. And like you just rightly put it, right?
There was the Eastern region, for those that are old enough.
Sorry, go on.
They should know that for those that are old enough, they should know that Eastern region does not comprise part of the West. Midwest.
No, it
Midwest.
Never.
Yeah.
So and we just need to, people like yourself should never take offense, okay, when people are ignorantly pushing that kind of idea. It is not binding. You understand? I had this old Western, Western region map, right? Which covers part of Edo State up to Delta and all of that. But that is no longer viable. In essence of, like you just rightly say, right? The Midwestern region was finally carved out of the Western region. And some part of what we call the Eastern region as well, old Eastern region. So what that means is that we have over 200 ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, which they love to call tribes. But where things got mixed up was when those who our progenitors were saying there are 3 major ethnic nationalities in Nigeria: Yoruba, Hausas, Igbos. That's not true.
Very annoying.
Do you get that now? So, but those of us who are educated enough today should always remember something. When it comes to deciding where we are all going, every ethnic nationality in Nigeria would have a say. And in this instance, we are over 500 of us. Do you get that now? So, but it's because people are not entertaining that conversation yet. That is why a lot of people are pushing different agenda, this agenda, that. Or I will advise a lot of our people not to kind of become so upset. I've had people on social media who are attacking themselves because of this. Or education really, really counts. So, and I'm glad you raised it. Don't take offense in all of that. Okay? Last, we must remember that even this Biafra we are talking about is not just about Easterners. Do you understand? Today,
it's all about our freedom, my brother.
Do you get that? No, that's not even that. I mean, it's not just about the Igbos. Eastern Nigeria is not about Igbos only. There are more than 100 ethnic nationalities in that part of the whole Eastern region.
Imagine?
Do you get that?
The so-called West of Nigeria is located in that area. But I know. I, for one, I've never ever benefited anything from Nigeria since I was a child and up to this age that I am now. Nothing.
So when we have a chance to decide where we want to be, right? That simply means everyone will represent his or her own tribe or ethnic nationality, and we can choose where we want to be.
Exactly.
God bless you, Jerry. You have a very good one, okay?
It's my brother. It's not Jerry.
Thank you so much. So it's a good one. Let me quickly say this, all right? We've had people who, out of the politically motivated hatred in Nigeria, especially what led to the genocidal war. Sorry, my caller. I want you to hang in there for me for a second, okay? I just want to say this. There was so much propaganda that was spread by those who claimed, those who claimed to be victorious out of that genocidal war. Gowon and his gang, that they spread this level of hatred, animosity, and suspicion among all the tribes and ethnic nationalities in the old Eastern region, and not just them. even to the rest of Nigeria, against the Igbos. And this is why the Igbos are considered the most endangered ethnic nationality in Nigeria today. When you ask a lot of people why they are afraid of the Igbos, they will tell you that their parents told them that the Igbos always wanted to dominate them. But what they won't tell you is that before the genocidal war, right? The Igbos, the Anangs, the Jaws, the Shekiris, the Urobos, the Soko, all of them existed in the old Eastern region, one of the most organized regions in Nigeria, pre and post-independence. Everyone was running their own affairs. It simply means that, you see, in the old Eastern house in Nigeria, every tribe, right, was represented in that house. There was nothing like, I am from Akwa Ibom State, and then I'm representing Akwa Ibom. No. In Akwa Ibom, if you have up to, let's say, 50 tribes there, right, when they are marked out, right, you will see them represented in the old Eastern region. They were coexisting. The development was pretty much like the same. But when the agent of division that believed that the only reason or the only way that they could keep Nigeria as what it is to continue to spread that fear, suspicion, that if you break up with these people, this Biafra, they are going to dominate you. Remember what they did. Remember what they did, this and that. Meanwhile, they remind people of the atrocities of the Biafran soldiers. But no one wanted to remember the atrocities of the Nigerian soldiers who entered the same old Eastern region, the Biafra region, and slaughtered civilians at will. They don't want you to remember that. But they want you to kind of keep that animosity on, because by so doing, you will never have any agreement that will say, let's come together or keep ourselves together for the economic prosperity of our region. So keeping you divided that way is to keep the hatred going. So, but in this day and time, nobody should be forced to be part of anything they don't want to be part of. Fine. And that is why it will be upon us that when that time comes, people can choose where they want to be. Just know that that is possible. Nobody should be forced to be part of anything they don't want to be part of. But right now, you are forced to be part of something that a lot of you don't want to be part of. You were not even asked. This Nigeria, we were never asked if you want to be part of it or not. No, we were not. So if somebody is telling you that Nigeria is better for you than others, then they should let you decide. Hang on. I hope I still have my collar on. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Mayegun.
Baba, I'm so sorry I kept you waiting that long. Okay, how are you?
No. I'm not even angry. This is my first time calling on your show.
Oh, bless you. Let me welcome
you. Thank you. My name is Sheun Odufuwa. I call you from Lagos, Nigeria.
Sheun Odufuwa sounds like a name I know. Maybe not Sheun, but that Odufuwa sounds so.
I'm an Ijebu man.
Eh?
I'm an Ijebu man. Ijebu to be precise.
Exactly. How are you doing, brother?
I'm fine.
Great.
I want to comment on so many issues. First, Nigeria problem is fundamental right from inception.
It is.
Now, this is it. First, when the British came in, they look at Nigeria. The Fulanis have already conquered the Hausa kingdom right from time. That's I think around 17th, 18th century.
I think it was now, actually, from the record anyway, it was like 1804 to 1809 or thereabout. But yeah, you are not far off, man. You're not. Go on.
Because I was able to glance through my grandfather's archive because he was a politician under Action Group, Chief Obafemi Awolowo. He even became a provincial councillor then. So I was able to glance through all plans of Chief Obafemi Awolowo for Western Nigeria then. Now, let me break it down. Now, the Fulanis, their own point is to conquer. install Islamic in every part of Nigeria.
That's right.
Because of the resources. That's one. Two, the British came in. Their own agenda is also to conquer too. So when you have two bedfellows together, what did they do? They will mingle together and execute the plan. Mm-hmm. That is what is happening right now in Nigeria. That's one. Thirdly, they saw the progress Chief Obafemi Awolowo have been doing since. Look at the first TV station in Africa. Mm-hmm. France does not even have TV station when Western Nigeria already has. Mm-hmm. That was in 1956 or thereabout. 56, then the free education, exactly. Free education Awolowo did. They tried it in Eastern Nigeria, couldn't meet up. No. That was when Azuke said, okay, look, let me look at this policy of what this man is doing so that it can go back and implement it in the East. Then see that, okay, if Awolowo should continue in that projection, I'm telling you the fact that US, Britain will be at our mercy. So the only thing they can do is to put tantrums among the ethnic nationalities and scatter them. And you remember, Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is a company, Royal Niger Company.
Yes.
So all the people living in Nigeria are all collateral damage. So whether you survive or you don't survive is none of their business. What they are after is the resources they need from that country. That's right. That is it. Mm-hmm. Now, from President Tinubu, I was 13 years old when I told my late dad. My dad died 2 years ago. I told my dad, I said, Daddy, please stop going to this APC meeting. There's nothing there. Because my daddy actually believed them that they took some of Awolowo's policy and incorporated it into ACN down to APC. But I've looked at it. I told my father, I said, Dad, this thing will not work. Actually, before I even finished secondary school, that was around 19, I was in JSS2. I told my dad, I said, Dad, this man can never be a good president. That's Tinubu. That look at what he has done in Lagos State. He has virtually done nothing. Lagos was more dirtier than before. Even Marwa even tried more than more than. Look, let me tell you something. I'm staying in Lekki right now. Let one rain should fall right now before you start using boat to go to your office. Okay, to go to your office. That was one by this side. I told my dad, I said, look, these are the things. The only governor that I see that actually worked very well, even though it's somehow corrupt, is Ambode. The rest, rubbish. They all did cosmetic surgery in Lagos. So I told him he can't be a good president. So all these Balablu are already know that he has nothing upstairs. Now to now even make it worse, he's now a CIA agent. That's even the worst. It's a calamity to any nation. Any nation that the president is a CIA agent, the country can never progress. The country can never progress. So let me quickly chip in another one. This concerning about Kemi Badenoch. In fact, I'm in love with that woman. In fact, and my prayer is that she should even become the British Prime Minister. That's my prayer. Now, Shettyman or whatever he call himself, he has no right. He has no moral right to tell Kemi to drop our Yoruba name. That is our Yoruba name. And I told one of my colleagues today, I said, Kemi is not a Nigerian name, is a Yoruba name. So she has the right to name whatever it is. Yoruba is not a woman.
She actually said that proudly. She said, I am more affiliated to my Yoruba tribe than this Nigerian.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. We already know Boko Haram, all this.
That riled them up a lot.
Exactly. So all these one, I watched Arise News today, and I was listening to Ruben Abati, Rufai, and Ayo and Oji Okpe on the issue of Kemi Badenoch and so on and so. I just look at what is these people saying. They are just saying rubbish, pure big rubbish. She has made a point. Is Yoruba more than Nigerian? So Yoruba, Kemi is Yoruba name, not a Nigerian name. That was one. Two. Concerning the police, truly, Nigerian police is even, I don't even know which is more corrupt than between Nigerian police and NEPA or custom. I don't even know. Every virtual agent of the Nigerian government agencies are virtually, fantastically, morally corrupt. I'm even looking for another adjective to even qualify them. They are more than corrupt.
Right. They have had this award for years, and they have never made any attempt to reform themselves. They don't have any intention of. So if anybody is trying to defend them today, they are not defending them because they love Nigeria. They are doing so because they hate Nigeria, but they are too hypocritical in their ways to admit it. They don't like you being so honest in that regard. They want you to lie.
Exactly.
But the rest of the world knows Nigeria now than some of us can even say. Baba?
Yes.
So why do you want us to be lying? And be lying that, and even lying fix the rot in that place.
No matter, even if your lie goes, even if your lie use Rolls Royce, one day bicycle will catch up with it.
I'm telling you. See, Baba, thank you so
bicycle
much.
Catch up.
Because of the time. Thank you very much for stopping by. You are in an enigma, I'll put it that way. And I hope I hear more from you on the platform, okay? Stay safe, bro.
No problem.
You have a good one.
Right? Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I am taking just one more. This time around, I think it is Adeola. You always call in last, and you only have just about a minute and at most 90 seconds, a minute and 30 seconds. Can you use it?
Baba, confirm, I go use 30 seconds. It's just a quote I'm going to drop.
No, I said
I'm dropping just one quote.
So yeah, it's up to you.
I'm dropping a quote. This is no conversation. You know, just think in your mind's eye when robbers go to a bank to rob and they come out of the bank and they choose to use a getaway car to run away. Nigeria is the getaway car. Nigeria is the car for robbery. That is the car they're using to rob people there. Nigeria is the car they use as a getaway car for robbery. You can pick and choose who the robbers are. But that entity called Nigeria, that name that God did not give us, it is the vehicle, is a getaway car. And every now and then, they will keep on repairing that car so they can keep on cutting away all the things that we are meant to use individually as different regions. So that's my submission, Baba. I don't want to take your time. Baba, good night.
Bye, thank you so much for going straight to the point yourself. And to every one of us on the platform this evening or this night, remember, you have a choice to make. But one thing you should know again is that Mayegun's Diary Political is just a platform to help you gather your thoughts, to help you gather your your evidence, all right? So that when you're thinking about Nigeria and the players within the space, what they stand for in the truest sense of it, you are never going to be in the dark. You are not meant to be in the dark. You are meant to be in the light. And Mayegun's Diary Political is like the torch bearer. Now, what you do with all this information is completely yours. The reason why you are here is that you will never be in the dark of what is going on in Nigeria. Now that you know better, as we always say, they said, if you do know better, the right thing for you is what? To do better. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the evening. For those of you who are just approaching evening, and to those of us who are already at night, right? I'm going to say good night. So, thank you and good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Bó bá ṣe é àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Jaibi #1.
Máyégún Diary Politico.
Máyégún Diary Jaibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary Jaibi #1.
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary Jaibi #1.
àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún Diary Jaibi #1.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé.